all about. His office has been broken into twice. Since moving into his office on Kumpra Road, his office has been broken into twice. And one of the people who broke into his office was paid to do it. He was paid to do it. But listen to this. He was paid by another lawyer. Can you believe that? He was paid by a colleague to break into his office. And the only thing they took was his computers. There was money there that they didn't take. They could have taken. But they took his computers. And so even his fellow colleagues in the legal system is against him. They're trying to discredit him. They're trying to destroy him. Back in 2012, he was arrested and charged for allegedly uttering threats and reaching into a holding cell and grabbing a former disgruntled client. The trial went to court, and because there was a lack of evidence, the charges were dropped. The reason why there was a lack of evidence was because it didn't happen. It did not happen. But you know, there was a video that covered the whole incident, and all they had to do was look at the video and to show that this event did not happen. And the charge was laid by a gentleman that had over 60 convictions. And so they were more willing to listen to this gentleman than to listen to Lyle Howe, who had done nothing. And so the disgruntled former client was able to find an accomplice in order to charge Lyle. Shame. But you know, this is more serious than this, than simply falsely accusing somebody of Lyle's constitutional and democratic rights. His rights were violated. You know, this is not about race, like you say. It's about someone whose rights have been violated. And you know, I just happen to have this with me. And Article 15, Section 1 of our Constitution reads that every individual is equal before and under the law. And has the right to be equal, and has the right to the equal protection and equal benefit of the law without discrimination. And in particular, without discrimination based on race, national or ethnic origin, color, religion, sex, age, or mental or physical disability. Well, lawyer Howe did not, he was not accorded the benefit of the law. The law did not protect him. In fact, the law tried to find him guilty of a crime that he did not commit. And so his constitutional and democratic rights have also been violated. And no, this is not about race, it's about the inherent dignity and the worth of the human person. This is what this is about. Human dignity. But, you know, this rally is not just about law. This issue is much larger than this. It's about all of us. It's not merely the injury to one individual. It's an injury to the whole black community. As the Apostle Paul said in Corinthians, when one member suffers, we all suffer with him. We all suffer together. We're all hurting. And so this is much larger than law. We must see this in its historical context. This march is about every black man who has been victimized and criminalized by a criminal justice system that is inherently three races.
Yeah.
It's about the 50% of black people who have been incarcerated in the last 10 years. Think about that. Since 2004, 50%, an increase of 50% of black people who have been incarcerated in federal institutions.
Wow.
That's tragic.
Wow.
That's tragic. That's really tragic.
Population.
And so this is not simply about Lao, it's about all of us. It's about every person of color who continues to face racial discrimination,
Yeah.
who continues to be denied equal opportunities.
Yeah.
And so we must continue to raise our voices against injustice, against discrimination, recognizing that injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. We have a couple of speakers here with us today who are going to come and say a few words. We're happy to have Lau's mother here today, Trina Bryant McCullough, who has been certainly at the forefront of this protest, who have worked very hard to make it possible, and I'm glad to know her. I didn't know her before this, and we're going to call upon her. She's going to come and say a few words to us. Trina McCullough, come. Thank you.
I first want to just